When people think of cutting-edge air power, one name consistently rises to the top: the F-35 Lightning II. It's a fifth-generation fighter designed not just for dominance in the skies, but as a versatile platform meant to integrate across air, land, sea, and cyberspace. The F-35 isn't just a plane, it's a system of systems, and its journey from conception to combat service is one of the most ambitious defense projects ever undertaken. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, the U.S. military faced a problem. Many of its aircraft, like the F-16 Fighting Falcon, the AV-8B Harrier, and the F-A-18 Hornet, were aging. These jets had performed admirably, but they weren't built for the realities of modern warfare: stealth detection systems, integrated air defense networks, and advanced electronic threats. The Pentagon knew it needed a fighter that could serve multiple branches of the military, while also leveraging stealth, sensor fusion, and next-generation avionics. This idea gave birth to the Joint Strike Fighter (JSF) program, a massive undertaking to produce a single family of aircraft with variants tailored to the Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps. The goal: commonality across services, reduced costs, and unmatched battlefield capability. The competition for the JSF program came down to two prototypes in the 1990s: Boeing's X-32 and Lockheed Martin's X-35. In 2001, Lockheed Martin's X-35 won, eventually evolving into what we now know as the F-35 Lightning II. The aircraft was named in honor of the legendary II P-38 Lightning, symbolizing speed, versatility, and striking power. The F-35 was designed with three main variants: F-35A Conventional Takeoff and Landing (CTOL) variant for the U.S. Air Force, F-35B Short Takeoff and Vertical Landing variant for the Marine Corps, capable of operating from smaller carriers and forward bases, F-35C Carrier variant for the U.S. Navy, built with larger wings and reinforced landing gear for catapult launches and carrier landings. One of the most critical differences between the F-35 and its stealth predecessor, the F-22 Raptor, is international availability. The U.S. government barred the F-22 from export, keeping it exclusively in American hands. The F-35, however, was built from the ground up with allied partnerships in mind. Nations like the United Kingdom, Italy, and the Netherlands invested early as development partners, ensuring the aircraft would not only serve U.S. land forces but also strengthen coalition capabilities worldwide. The F-35 represents a technological leap forward in nearly every dimension of fighter aircraft capability. Stealth. Designed with radar-absorbing materials and angular shaping, the F-35 has an estimated radar cross-section between 0.01 and 0.005 square meters, roughly the size of a golf ball on radar. For comparison, an F-16 reflects about 5 square meters, and an F-15 can reflect 25 square meters. This dramatic reduction means the F-35 can often see first, shoot first, and finish first, giving it a decisive edge in contested airspace. Sensor fusion. Its avionics suite integrates radar, infrared search and track, electronic warfare systems, and communication links into a single picture for the pilot. This gives unprecedented situational awareness, often described as a God's eye view of the battlefield. Networking power. The F-35 isn't just a shooter, it's a node in a digital web. It can share real-time data with other aircraft, ships, and ground forces, multiplying combat effectiveness across the battlespace. Weapons systems. The F-35 can carry advanced missiles like the AIM-120 AMRAAM, AIM-9X Sidewinder, precision-guided bombs, and even the nuclear-capable B-61 gravity bomb. It can carry weapons internally to maintain stealth or externally when stealth is less critical. Performance. With a top speed of about Mach 1.6, a combat radius of over 600 nautical miles, and advanced thrust-to-weight ratios, the F-35 can match or exceed many fourth-generation fighters while remaining far less visible to the enemy. Pilot interface. Traditional gauges are replaced with a massive touchscreen display and a futuristic helmet-mounted display system, HMDS. This helmet projects critical data directly onto the pilot's visor, even allowing them to see through the aircraft using external cameras. The F-35 officially entered service with the U.S. Marine Corps in 2015, followed by the Air Force in 2016 and the Navy in 2019. Since then, it has steadily replaced older aircraft across the U.S. inventory and allied nations. The first combat use of the F-35 came in 2018 when Israel employed it in operations over the Middle East. Israel became the first country to use the jet in actual combat missions, taking advantage of its stealth to strike heavily defended areas without detection. The U.S. military soon followed, with the Marine Corps using the F-35B in Afghanistan the same year, striking Taliban targets with precision-guided munitions. Since then, the F-35 has been deployed across multiple theaters, from the Indo-Pacific to Europe, where it regularly participates in NATO air policing and deterrence missions. The F-35's allied integration is what makes it stand out. Unlike the Raptor, which never left U.S. control, the Lightning II is now in the hands of more than a dozen nations. The United Kingdom has deployed F-35Bs aboard its new carriers, including HMS Queen Elizabeth. Japan has adapted its Izumo-class helicopter destroyers to operate F-35Bs, effectively creating small aircraft carriers for the first time since World War II. Italy, Norway, and the Netherlands have incorporated the aircraft into NATO's defense posture, and Australia and South Korea have brought the F-35 into the Pacific balance of power. No history of the F-35 would be complete without acknowledging its challenges. Development costs ballooned, with the program ultimately costing over $1 trillion across its lifespan. Critics argued that the complexity of trying to build 3 aircraft in one platform led to delays, software bugs, and maintenance challenges. Despite these controversies, the F-35 has steadily matured into a reliable and increasingly capable platform. Recent upgrades have focused on enhancing weapons integration, electronic warfare capabilities, and maintenance efficiency. Looking ahead, the F-35 will be central to U.S. and allied air power for decades to come. Planned modernization efforts, known as Block 4 upgrades, will expand its weapons inventory, enhance sensors, and improve computing power. It will likely serve as the backbone of air combat through the mid-21st century, complementing future systems like the U.S. Air Force's Next Generation Air Dominance (NGAD) program. In many ways, the F-35 is not just an aircraft, it's the foundation of a broader ecosystem of networked warfare. The F-35 Lightning II represents both the promise and challenges of modern defense programs. Born out of a need to unify and modernize, it overcame hurdles of cost, complexity, and skepticism to become one of the most advanced fighters ever flown. Stealthy, connected, and lethal, the F-35 is more than just a replacement for the jets of yesterday. It is the centerpiece of Allied air power, a symbol of deterrence, and a preview of the future of aerial combat. The skies of the 21st century are already shaped by the lightning strike of this remarkable aircraft.